Good morning, everyone. Well, it's going to be a dry day in Iowa, so why do we still have blizzard warnings and winter storm warnings? That's because it's going to seem like it's still snowing, because the really strong wind is going to be picking the snow up off the ground and blowing it around, and so there may be blizzard-like conditions, even though no new snow is going to be falling from the sky. Part of the reason is just because of the winds being so strong. Yes, this afternoon we're talking about gusts 50 to 55 miles per hour across the state. I think those wind gusts more around 50 miles per hour in the western half of the state, but in the eastern half of the state, those gusts gain up to 55 miles per hour. But part of the reason why there's going to be more blowing snow than usual is because of the light, fluffy nature of most of the snow that came down. So it's going to be able to be picked up easily, and visibility will be reduced at times, and it's going to seem like it's snowing, even though technically it's not. So this is technically, if you want to get the technical wording right, this is a ground blizzard that we're talking about, not an actual blizzard, because it's not really going to be snowing, but it's going to seem like it with all the blowing snow that we're going to be dealing with across the state. And with these gusts, 50, 55 miles per hour, we're talking about tree branches coming down in spots, perhaps some power lines. So yes, isolated power outages a possibility as well, which is the last thing we want to hear when we're dealing with this kind of cold. Look at high temperatures today. -5 Mason City, 2 in Davenport, and that looks like a warm spot, 2 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies for much of the day, gradual decrease in cloud cover from west to east as we go across the state. And now we've got to talk about what it's actually going to be feeling like this afternoon. With gusts 50, 55 miles per hour, it's not going to feel any warmer than -23 in Davenport. That's as warm as it's going to feel. -33 Mason City, -28 in Waterloo, -28 in Sioux City. So clearly, with these kind of wind chills, a good day just to spend the whole day inside and not have to deal with the reduced visibility and the crazy wind and the crazy cold. But if you do have to venture out, I know some folks do have to, absolutely layer up hats and gloves, because this is potentially dangerous cold if you're not prepared for it. When you're talking about wind chills, -20, -30, you're talking about frostbite occurring in just 20 to 30 minutes. That is it. So what about tonight? Well, actually, our low temperature is not that much colder. High temperatures today, but yeah, technically cooling down a little bit. The winds are also going to try and come down, but it is still going to be a windy night. Gusts around 30 miles per hour in western Iowa, gusts around 40 miles per hour in the eastern part of the state. Just partly cloudy skies. Again, no snow coming down, but again, there's still going to be blowing snow around with gusts 30, 40 miles per hour. Not as much as during the day, but still some in spots tonight. And so with temperatures all below zero, and those kind of winds, what our feels like temperature is going to be, actually kind of a repeat of today, because we're going to be a little bit colder, but winds are also going to be lighter. So ultimately, yeah, feels like temperatures about the same as today. We're talking about a lot of -20s, -25s, but as cold as -31 tonight in Mason City. So what about Saturday? Please let us warm up. Well, this is going to be a very gradual process, but yes, improvement for Saturday. Nobody below zero for high temperatures anymore, but not much above zero. In fact, I think the high in Mason City will just be 0 degrees. Warmer in the southern part of the state, we'll get some 10, 11, 12 degree readings. That's as warm as it's going to be, and it's still going to be windy Saturday. Mostly sunny skies, but in western Iowa, gusts still around 30 miles per hour. Eastern Iowa, gusts around 40 miles per hour. So still a significant wind chill factor. Look what it's going to be feeling like Saturday afternoon, -9 in the Quad Cities, -24 in Mason City, -17 in Waterloo. So better than today, but still not good. All right, Christmas Eve, Saturday night. Well, low temperatures all below zero across the state. Mostly clear skies, so quiet night in that sense. And the winds still slowly but surely coming down, but still enough for a wind chill factor. We'll call it a light breeze in the western part, say gusts around 15 miles per hour, but still a breezy night in eastern Iowa, gusts around 25 miles per hour. Central part of the state, gusts around 20 miles per hour. So with temperatures this cold, it doesn't take much wind for there to be a wind chill factor. So look what it's going to be feeling like Saturday night, -15 in Davenport, minus 20 in Fort Dodge, minus 14 in Des Moines, minus 9 in Sioux City. So now it's time to talk about Christmas Day. And I think for most of us, it's going to be a dry day with partly cloudy skies. So the cloud cover will be thickening up faster in the northwestern part of the state. And I do have to mention, by the afternoon, the late afternoon, a few snow flurries are possible in places like Mason City, Fort Dodge, Sioux City. That's where a few flurries are possible. But for the rest of us, I don't think the activity will move in until probably Sunday night. And certainly Saturday morning looking dry. And high temperatures, yes, continuing to rise. 8 for our high in Mason City, 16 in Davenport, 19 in Osceola, and not a windy day, but still breezy. Gusts around 20 miles per hour. So yeah, when it's breezy, temperatures still mainly upper teens, still a wind chill factor. Now, for most of us, it looks like finally, Sunday afternoon feels like temperatures will climb above 0, feeling like 10 Sunday afternoon in Davenport, 6 in Des Moines, but I think the exception could be Mason City. Feels like temperatures will still be below 0.